You can just color it in. Literally, this is color on eyeshadow. If you were new to my channel, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey! So lately, I've been getting into eyeshadow sticks, okay? I realized, hear me out, just hear me out. I realize that I have been a bit unfair to eyeshadow sticks because the last few times that I used it, the eyeshadow was eyeshadowing. The only issue is that it ended up creasing on me. First, I tried it without anything because the eyeshadow claimed to be creaseless. Put it on and go. It showed up very nicely, but it creased. Second, I tried the Fenty eyeshadow sticks, and that one I put down an eyeshadow primer. It creased, but it was a much better, thinner line crease than the bare eyes. So next I said I am going to be trying out eyeshadow sticks with the way I prep my eyes for like a regular eyeshadow. And then we're going to be trying out these Colourpop shadow sticks. I just want to know how the eyeshadow sticks will behave on prepped eyes. Initially my thought was that if I prepped my eyes before I did it, the eyeshadow sticks wasn't going to show up very well because they're more on the creamy side. And number two, I want to know whether or not it's going to crease. I also just want to know the impact of like eyeshadow prep on eyeshadow sticks. I might just end up doing one eye prepped and the other eye not prepped just to see whether or not the Colourpop shadows will crease without like maximum eye prep. Okay. Now before we jump into it, everything I'm going to be using today will be tagged right here, so definitely check that view products tag if it's not there. I'm going to link it down below in the description box. Both links are going to be affiliated, so when you click on it, you're going to be supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, let's get into this experiment. I'm gonna first do my brows really quickly. We're using the Amicole brow pencil. We're gonna use the Jaclyn concealer to clean up the brows because it dries down matte and I don't have to worry about setting it with powder. Now before we jump into the actual eye prep, we're gonna be using the Throwing Shade shadow stick set from Colourpop. This is a $129 value that you're gonna get for $99. It doesn't say anything about creasing. It says that you can prime the lids with party proof eyeshadow primer before application so you can get the most vibrant color. You can apply all over your eyelids with your fingertips or an eyeshadow brush. You can blend it in within 30 seconds before the formula dries down. Because it says that you should use a primer with the sticks, I'm gonna put primer on both eyes, and I'll use a concealer as my eyeshadow base on my left eye and not use anything on my right eye so that we can see how it shows up color wise and also to see if it's gonna crease at some point. I know that Colourpop wants you to use party proof base. I have it. I don't know where I put it. I think I traveled with it and it never made it back to my table, but I will also link that over here so you can try it out. Let's go in with a light concealer. This is the Jaclyn concealer in the shade Deep Rich. Concealer is gonna go on the left eye, and this is gonna be how we prep the base. Okay, I think my base is dry now, so we're gonna go into the part where our eyelid folds right here. I will say crease, follow the line down. I'm immediately gonna start blending it in with a blending brush. Let's see what it's gonna look like on just the eyeshadow primer. Okay, I feel like it's a little bit more vibrant. Is it? It definitely shows up a lot more on my right eye where I didn't put any concealer down as an eyeshadow base. It looks a lot better. Both sides though, it blended in very easily. I mean, like, as you can see, look at it. It looks way better on the part where I only used the primer than the side where I used both the primer and the concealer. So I'm gonna go in on this side just to see if I can build it up. I think it's so interesting, eyeshadow sticks. They are a little bit more precise and also a little bit more easier to blend in. If you're a beginner at eyeshadow and you find that you're not able to blend your eyeshadow and it doesn't look as good as you want it to look, definitely look into eyeshadow sticks. Because look at this, it looks really good. I did think that this was gonna be a lot deeper because of the tone of it. It would have been really nice for Colourpop to have included some very deep shades in this bundle. I'm gonna put a little bit of it on the outer part of my eye and just try to blend it in. You might not even have to blend this product in at all. You can just color it in. Literally, this is color on eyeshadow. Because I have force of habit, I'm just gonna pass my brush over it. It showed up nicely on the base, way better than I thought it would. I thought if I put put a base down. Creaminess of the eyeshadow was going to blend in with the base, and then it just was going to be a gunky mess. First initial application was showing that the base was not as good as we thought it was going to be, but you know, it's buildable, so it's given more color now. Okay, I'm going to go in with this pink shade. It's called Juicy Gossip. It's not pink at all. I already put it down, so I'm just gonna I'll add a little bit right here. I don't want to put it all over my eyelids because this is not what I thought it was gonna look like. However, you can see that the eye where I applied the concealer, that shade is looking a little bit more brown compared to this eye, which is looking more silver. Okay, I saw an orangey shade, so I want to go in with that instead. This is the shade Friday Feels. I will say that the Fenty shimmers are way more shimmery than the Colourpop shimmers. Based on the shimmer shades alone, if I had to pick an eyeshadow stick, I would go with the Fenty ones. This is what we got. I want to use the shade So Into You as my lower lash line. I'm gonna use some of my setting powder to clean up the outer corner of this so that it has more of a defined line to it. Dior Show Maximizer. So this is what my eyeshadow is looking like. Honey, my eyes was watering. I had to take the lashes off. It wasn't working out. I am so disappointed in the Colourpop eyeshadow sticks. Even with the eyeshadow primer, it's completely just disappeared off my eyelids. Yes, the Fenty one creased with the Urban Decay primer, but it did not disappear off my skin. It was like a thin line on both eyes. This is an eye which I only used the eyeshadow primer. The shadow is disappeared off my eyelids. This is the eye I used my concealer and the primer. It's creased, yes, but it's not half as creased and disappeared off my eyelids as this one. I expected this eye to have like more integrity as far as, you know, not having any type of a shift in any of the shimmer shades. That is my final results trying out eyeshadow sticks 3 different ways to see which way is the best that's going to prevent the eyeshadow stick from creasing. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Obviously, one brand is superior when it comes to eyeshadow sticks compared to the others, but it's up to you to decide which one you want to go with. Personally, I like the Fenty shadow sticks because it was very pigmented and they had some very deep shades for like very smoky eye looks and also some very subtle eye looks if you wanted to. Thank you so much for watching. Love you lots and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.